Vivian Weinstein. Vivian here? Okay, she's coming back? Okay, I'll call her again. Valerie Dale. And then Linda Turbleyville, Turbyville, on 4th Street.
So good evening, Commissioners. Valerie Dale from Newmarket. I was thinking today about how this hearing and this proposal for selling Citizens Montague really began more than 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago that we rallied at Winchester Hall and objected to your plan with Oliver Porter to privatize county government and county services. We also rallied for our county employees and for their jobs. Because there was such an outcry from the community, you backed away. But you didn't back away from the concept entirely. What you did instead was to break it down into smaller steps and spread it out over time. And this community has gathered and rallied and objected to what you did with Head Start when you sold them to CDC. This community has rallied and objected to when you have cut our nonprofits that serve the most vulnerable in our community, the poorest of the poor, the homeless, the mentally ill, those who cannot fend nor fight for themselves. We've objected to that. You've almost zeroed them out. And so here we are on the subject of Citizens Montague. And this community has rallied and gathered and objected and said, no, this is not who we are. This is a community that cares about its elders. This is a community that cares especially for the poor and the fragile in our senior population. And this, I fear, you don't see is a red line in the sand for this community. We are people who do care. We also care enough to keep our promises, not to break them, those that are contained in the deed. We also care enough that we would not have hired somebody like LW on a sole source contract and had them have 5 managers. And if we wonder why there's a cash flow problem, I would suggest that you look at who you hired for the billing. What I think 3 of you who are probably going to vote to sell off our seniors don't clearly understand is that this community is focused. They understand what's going on. 6 months from now, some of you will be reseeking public office. Do not underestimate the power of this issue to affect the outcome of your campaign.
Thank you. Did Vivian come back? Okay, she did not? Okay. Linda?